Guess what day it is? It's Monday, which means, yes, we are starting a new week, and the weekend is now gone. But this new week is a good thing. It's a new opportunity to live life and have another day. And so, just coming to you today, if you're anything like me, you are desperate for a haircut and some social interaction. But other than that, doing pretty well. So I hope that you're doing well. I just want to take a quick minute and read to you just a short passage from this book called The Imperfect Disciple. It's by Jared Wilson. It is on Amazon Kindle if you find yourself interested to read it after this. But it is a book completely about the gospel and where we stand as believers as we walk through our daily relationship with Christ. And I just wanted to read this to you because it was encouraging to me this week, and I thought perhaps it would encourage you. So the subtitle, subhead of this specific chapter, Will the Real Me Please Stand Up, is entitled Becoming Who You Are. It says this: Sinners who trust in Jesus, since we are presently united to the risen, ascended, enthroned Jesus Christ, are recipients and sharers in his perfect righteousness. So God never has to look for your holiness. You may see yourself as worthless and faithless, but God never has to look for your righteousness. Because since you have been raised with Christ, and since Christ is seated at God's right hand, your holiness is also seated at his right hand. And if you are hidden with Christ in God, then you have nothing left to hide. You are free to be you, the real you. This is eschatological stuff. This is end times stuff. The eschatological tension of already and not yet is as true of you as it is of the world. Only you will not be left behind. In fact, you can't be, because in a real way, you're already there. You are already there. Let me say it again. You're here, but you're also there. Really, you're just waiting for yourself to show up. When it's all said and done, in some way you're going to get there, and you'll already be there waiting to greet yourself. And yourself is going to say to yourself, I'm so glad you're here. You made it. Now we can finally be a whole person. Oh, I can't wait to be a whole person. To be a whole person. Don't you long for that? And the good news of union with Christ means it will happen. It is happening. When I come to God, Mike Hawkins says, he makes me more of a person. He makes me who I am. And here lies the sweet, complicated irony of the Christian life. Over time, we each become more and more like Jesus, while at the same time becoming more and more like our true selves. And now we're beginning to see how deep this gospel really is, because it doesn't just give us forgiveness of sins, and it doesn't just give us the righteousness of Christ, and it doesn't just unite us eternally to Christ, and it doesn't just promise us the work of spiritual sanctification throughout our life. It also promises us the hope of glory when all is said and done. I hope that encourages you today. He's speaking specifically when we are united with Christ after we die, and the process that we walk through here on earth, where we constantly are wrestling with ourselves and constantly feeling like maybe we're not good enough. And maybe if you're in that place today, I do want to read just a few verses to you. They're one-line verses that he lists at the end of this chapter that hopefully will allow you to rest today. Matthew 11:28 says, I will give you rest. Zechariah 2:8, you are the apple of my eye. Psalm 147:11, I take pleasure in you. Romans 8:37, you are more than a conqueror through me. Hebrews 2:11, I am not ashamed to call you my brother. Zephaniah 3:17, I rejoice over you. And Matthew 16:18, hell will not prevail against you. You are far more loved than you know, and far more loved than you even understand. So I hope today that's an encouragement to you. I hope today you take time to get in the Word, pray, rest in that fact. Rest in the fact that Christ does love you. He rejoices over you. I'm praying for you. Let me know how I can be praying specifically, and let me know if I can do anything for you. Have a great day.